Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for a live walk and talk from the EPCOT International Festival of the Arts. I am Mac here in LPHQ, and we've got Jeremiah there at EPCOT. How's it going, Jeremiah?
Hello, everyone. Mac, are you getting sick, sir?
No, I don't think so. Hopefully not. I don't know.
It wasn't my fault this time. So we're at day one of the Epcot International Festival of the Arts. Um, I spent most of the morning strolling around. It went from not busy at all to, wow, this is a good festival time. Um, we'll start off with the chock full of characters artwork that they spread throughout the World Showcase. And this year they've actually added some new ones, including Miko and Flit here, which just walking through this morning, nobody's around. I'm like, Miko! So, yeah, that's.
Yeah, I was just looking at our pictures of the chalk art um, on laughingplace.com, which you can check out right now. And there's some really exciting new ones this year.
Yes. The only sad thing is it seems like they cut back on some. And I talked to some people, and they're not sure if it's permanent or just because they've been putting them up over the past few days and we've had some rain out here.
Yeah, that's very possible. We have had a lot of rain the last few days.
Um, so we're here, day one of the Epcot International Festival of the Arts, my favorite festival. So please join in the conversation with us. That's what we're here for. Mac
Yeah,
and I can
absolutely.
talk and talk and talk.
And walk and walk and walk. Well, you can do
Yeah.
that part at least. I can do the talking. We've got Sebastian saying hello from Disneyland Paris.
I was just there 2 days ago, Sebastian. I think that was 2 days ago. Uh,
Yeah,
Dramatic
time doesn't mean
difference.
anything anymore, right?
Yeah. 20 degrees Fahrenheit out there to almost 80 degrees Fahrenheit here
Yeah.
today. So I'm excited.
And I will say it has been cool lately, and you came back and the hot weather came back, so it
Yeah.
warmed up.
The sun broke out here at Epcot a little bit earlier, but so far it hasn't really been much here. Of course, we're looking at the Marion Gardens amphitheater where the Disney on Broadway show, which has been since day one of my all-time favorite things, kicks off tonight. I cannot remember who the two ladies are this evening, but they are both from Frozen on Broadway. Neither one of them which were in the movie, so it's not a name that you would probably recognize unless you follow Broadway.
I am currently pulling up the lineup, but I'm off the top of my head. I believe it is Cassie Levy and Patty Murin,
I
the original Anna and Elsa.
I want to say that that is correct. Um, I know Cassie's one of them. I can't remember the second one. Also, I'd like to apologize for my awkward kind of coughing. I was sick during the holidays, and then I got on a plane, flew out to Paris, froze, and then got back last night at 12:30. So this cough
So I
is.
don't know how, but somehow, yes, you did get me sick. It's your fault somehow.
Yes, I fully accept that. I've heard that from many people. Um, one of the fun things
Yeah,
about.
real quick, just want to confirm. Yes, it is Cassie or Casey. I'm not sure. Levy and then Patty Murin, who were Elsa and Anna respectively in Frozen. And the lineup for the Disney on Broadway concert series is a little bit different than some of the other concert series because they have multiple nights that'll take place on different. For example, the two that are singing tonight will be on the 12th, 14th, 15th, 18th, 20th, 22nd, and 23rd of January.
Yeah.
And you'll have other shows that kind of go in between those, some other performers. So it's a little bit different than how other concert series work.
Yeah, and where in the past it's been like I want to say 2 weeks. Well, I guess it's probably still just 2 weeks each because there are three different duos, I believe. So
Four for the month of January, and then we have, I think, another four for February. Let me double check that. Oh no, okay. There are some repeats into February, and then there's two other duos in February as well.
yeah, this is one of the staples of the Epcot International Festival of the Arts, the walk-in pieces of art, which I love. You step into a classic piece of art, or they added this year the Wish book, so you can step into that. Hadn't seen they've actually put one of these trash cans outside, so that's always fun.
I did just eat at Regal Eagle Smokehouse recently. So good.
I love Regal Eagle.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
You noticed them about the exact same time that I did.
Some recognizable faces popping up on our screen, just casually walking by.
Yes, with pieces of art. Art is in the name of this festival. We're not going to say the full festival name every single time because it's a mouthful. But they, Benji and Alex, both from Laughing Place, purchased some nice pieces of art. And we'll try to stroll through some of the booths to get a view of them.
Yeah, I'm excited to see some. Like you said at the top here, this is also my favorite EPCOT festival. Probably not my wallet's favorite festival. But luckily, I have no more wall space to put art on, so I won't be as tempted to buy any.
And that's there's a three different beautiful pieces of art that are in a booth behind us that are Tarzan, Atlantis, and Treasure Planet, which they're all very beautiful, and I love all three of them. But as I've said many times, I have no place to put them, and I'm pretty sure the tubs of art and the space underneath my bed are full also. Again, chock full of characters. Here's characters from Luca. So, it's a fun little scavenger hunt to stroll around. They have this. They have the brush with the masters, which is the figment being placed into the works of art. So it's lots of fun. I mean, you can always spend a good day at Epcot, but with the Festival of the Arts, there's so much to see and do.
Yes. Regarding your issue not having the space for the art, Kyle says we call that predicament a Celestino. Yeah, I do really love that Fantasia piece. That was really cool.
Yeah, and one of the challenges is trying to get into booths because they are so small. But this has a lot of the princess. You can see the Wicked Queen up there on the right. The Ariel behind the counter is just beautiful.
Very nice, yeah. You're going to have to show me some of the Marvel art.
There's Tony Baxter selling DVC.
Yes, I will look for that. I saw the Star Wars artwork earlier, but I have not seen the Marvel. Here's another one, which is the Mona Lisa and the Scream.
Oh, yes, okay. I feel like that's always in the same spot.
Yes, and when we walk into, it's somewhere in Italy, so anyway, so the Brush with Masters is figment in different pieces of artwork. And for this, we're guessing here in Italy, it's figment as the Mona Lisa, which this is one of those things that I have to come back and get a picture of because yesterday I was seeing the real Mona Lisa.
Oh, wow. So, that's right. Yeah.
It really is one of those like this. And I said when I was at the Louvre, I was like, I'm going from here to Festival of the Arts. I don't know which is better.
Want to say hello to Steven. If it lets me pull up a comment there. There we go. From Disneyland, Wyoming.
Hey. This, I can already tell as I'm walking up, is the Noah booth, which is usually in a different place. But Noah's fine artwork, it's just beautiful.
Yeah. Another awesome Fantasia piece.
Yeah. I mean, I know you've heard me say it many times, but Fantasia is my favorite Disney film. So having all these new Fantasia pieces, just like, okay, things that I cannot buy. Over here in Germany, they're chock full of characters. Wow. If you could have seen my brain right then.
You got that.
They have Pascal, but he's in different locations. because he's a chameleon.
I don't think that's what chameleons do.
Sorry. You'll find him in different locations, blending into the background because he's a chameleon, and that's what they do. Can you just place the words in between my words,
I got you.
please?
Yeah, I'll fill in the blank. It'll be a Mad Libs for the rest of the video.
Are you sure?
We can do a Mad Libs and the Choose Jeremiah's Own Adventure. So yeah, like
cool. There you go.
Yeah. And this morning when we came in right at opening, and while again, I'm sorry. While everybody was up in the front, taking pictures of random things, I was running World Showcase to get all these characters, because this is probably one of my favorite things, is just wandering through the pavilions and finding the different characters. And they added some new ones this year, and I don't know if you can see Pascal is getting a piece of caramel corn. But yeah, this park went from pretty empty this morning to, this is a busy day.
Yeah, the opening weekend of any EPCOT festival is always going to be very busy.
Yeah. But, remember, you weren't here yet for the first years of this. Like, the first year, this never caught on. Like, I'd walk the park and it'd be completely empty just because nobody knew how amazing this was. Second year, that changed a lot, and now it is right up there with all the different festivals.
Well, that just made me question, what year was the first EPCOT International Festival of the Arts? I'm looking into it, but I'm curious if you'll know the answer.
I want to say it was 17.
I am not finding a good, reliable answer here. Hang on. I'll continue to look into it. But if it was 2017, and I think it was right around there, it might have been 16, because I was here in 2017. So I would have been here for that one. Well, actually, maybe not, because this is early in the year, so I don't know.
Got rid of something. Excuse me.
I really like that Haunted Mansion piece. That is awesome.
Yes, and of course the Pirates with both Disneyland and Walt Disney World, just amazing.
And it was 2017. 2017 was the first EPCOT International Festival of the Arts, so there you go. I don't know if I was for that. I lived in Central Florida for that, but I don't know if I attended the festival just yet.
And it really was like so under the radar. And back then it was really kind of, I don't want to say they just threw everything at the wall, but they were throwing everything at the wall. Also, speaking of Roosevelt's.
Nice shirt.
I have seen so many Roosevelts today, and I lucked out. I'm wearing Roosevelts that nobody else has been wearing. It's one of the first Disney 100 drops, the blue sketch characters. And yes, Roosevelt's treats us well. We love them. They put out some amazing shirts. They just did a Fantasia drop, a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers drop,
which I was very tempted by.
I luckily did not see any of it. Not that I'm a huge Power Rangers person, because that was just outside my time. But
I can't find the banner. Hang on, I gotta change a banner around here for us real quick.
That's just classic.
That's cool. I like that.
And this is Greg McCullough.
There we go.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, just walking and looking at the art, not even buying, which if you can come here and not buy a piece of art, you're a better person than I am.
Yeah, we still have a piece from the Festival of the Arts from probably 5 years ago that we have not been able to hang on a wall yet.
No.
But yeah, just looking at all of the incredible art. Have you seen? Is there any chalk art? Not part of the chock full of art series,
So
but any of
this
the
morning
artists?
it was raining,
Oh,
so
right.
hopefully when we make it over there. And for those of you keeping up with the ever-changing walls of EPCOT, the old walkway that used to go by the seas is now officially closed off.
Right.
The only way to get over to the land and imagination and the seas is to go through the center and then cut right. But they also put up new walls, so you can't walk around the front of the Odyssey area. You have to walk all the way down the old Rose Walk and then come back down the bridge. So it's a challenge right now.
That's interesting. Wait. Okay, hang on. I was thinking over in the land, and then you said the Odyssey, and that threw me off.
Oh no, yes, the land. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No,
okay.
Odyssey is still fine. Yeah.
I was thinking there were walls on both sides now, but okay, that makes more sense.
Pop Gallery, which had a line this morning before it opened, the booth opened at 11 today, and there was a line over here, and I'm not sure again what was out for the Pop Gallery art, but
yeah, I would assume they have new pieces that are exclusive to the festival, but they do also have a permanent booth over in Disney Springs. So if you want to see Pop Gallery,
that is in case it's closed, and we did not know. I know that a lot of different booths and restaurants are closed, like the Swing Shop or the Swing. That one just closed up.
And actually, now that you mention it, they may have, because Wonder Maid is where they used to be, and I have to check with the other location after that. So I'm not sure if they are still there.
Walt Disney World is ever changing. So
yeah. Oh, I mean, we're there constantly. You know, how often are we seeing new stuff?
Yeah. A fun game is just count how many Roosevelts we see on this walk and talk. So I was
chock full of art right now.
Yeah, I was very happy that I did my early morning walk because this one is next to impossible to get without people.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, little brother. And then we can walk back and see one of the brushes with, I can't even think of what it's called. Brush with the Masters, the Figment. Because this location, I'm pretty sure it's been this way for the past 5 years, and it's the same piece of art. So the Ox and the Dragon, classic Chinese piece of art, and then you just toss in Figment. And speaking of drawing Figment, coming up or soon, you'll be able to learn how to draw Figment from a Disney animator on our YouTube channel for the Animation Academy that was this morning. Lon Smart, a longtime Disney cast member, amazing guy, worked on Mulan, drew Mushu. He taught us how to draw Figment. And you'll watch it, and if you can draw Figment, you're pretty talented. Because I don't even bother with those just because I know that I can't. But he was like, okay, and there's Figment. Exactly. It's like,
now wait, where did this take place?
American Gardens Theater.
And is that something that's open to the public during the festival?
Yes, they do 2 of them during the day. I think it's 12:30 and 1:30, and then they switch it over for the Disney on Broadway shows.
Okay, very cool. I did not realize that was happening over there.
Yeah, it's the old Animation Academy, but instead of just a cast member, like if you go to Disney's Animal Kingdom, there's somebody that's trained how to draw, but Lon is a actual Disney artist and worked on feature animated films. So, and he usually does most of the run. I don't know if there's somebody that fills in for him for some of the days, but it's just entertaining.
Speaking of Mushu.
Yeah, and this is really the most iconic of the chock full of characters because this one used to be on the walkway right by where the pop gallery is, and it was larger. And I can remember randomly walking through and looking over at that and going, "Wait, what is that?" And that was the first year because I want to say it was year 2 that they started adding those. But yeah, this festival, and of course there is food and drink.
Yes, there's, and I will say too. I know food and wine gets all the attention. Flower and garden, probably after that. But the food at the Festival of the Arts tends to be some of the best. So don't
Yes.
sleep on the food and drink offerings here at this festival. It is so good.
No, I was speaking with one of the, leaders for the food and beverage for Epcot this morning, and his statement was, "This is probably the best year for food offerings."
I'm excited. We always have have some of our favorite options during the Festival of the Arts.
Oh, hang on. I got something important to say.
Oh.
Yeah. Dotson. We got Dotson here. Dotson's here. Larry Dotson.
I don't want to say, see, nobody cares, but he is there quite often.
Yes, if he's not in one of the parks, he's at Disney Springs. An amazing artist. But yeah, since he is always around, it's one of those it's funny that we can do the joke from Jurassic Park.
I don't care.
So if you're looking for the hardest character to find.
Oh, wow. That is really tucked in there.
Yeah, he started appearing last year, and people were like, "Yeah, he's in Norway." I searched and searched.
That's a character I definitely would have thought would have become more popular than he is. I don't think many people, because it took me a second. That's Bruni, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it took me a second to even remember his name. I definitely would have thought he would have, as we just saw the Grogu hat go by, I would have thought he would have been on that level.
Yeah, he's one of the, surprisingly, and I was having this discussion with somebody earlier today, Frozen 2, they like more than Frozen. And I
agree with that.
Honestly can't say that I've watched Frozen 2 because I saw the premiere on a cruise on the Disney Cruise Line, but they are having problems with the film or the file, so it was 2.5 hours late. So I wasn't watching it until after 3:00 in the morning. I was
wow.
Yeah, and again, it's not a bad film. Like everybody says, it's better than Frozen, but I have not gotten a chance. And if there is one walk-in photo that is classic, it's this one.
That is a good one. Donna asked, "Are we sure it's not Bobson from Disney Trivia Live?"
I'm guessing that's probably Doobie, not knowing what he's talking about.
That would be my guess as well. I have been absent from DTL for quite a while, so I'm not sure. But I would assume that's the case.
Well, we here on the East Coast have a hard pass on DTL since it's 11 o'clock our time most of the time.
Right.
And while we love our creator and his son, it's hard.
Our creator.
Our creator. So here in Mexico, there's quite a few characters that they could choose for the chock full of characters.
Yeah, definitely have a lot of options.
But instead, they went with the dog from Coco.
Yeah, that's one. That was honestly one of the first ones that came to mind. So, Dante, there he is.
Thank you. Coco's one that I also need to rewatch.
I saw that in the theaters, and I don't know. I think I've watched it once since then, and I love that movie. I don't watch it often because I will cry, so I don't tend to do that.
And that's exactly I seem to have been on a flight more often than not over the past few weeks, and Coco's on there, and not once have I been like, I'm going to watch that because that'll be a fun. Nope.
Right.
All the barges for Luminous were already out this morning, which was strange, especially when our CEO saw that and he's like, wait, wasn't that supposed to be the reason why we've got a new show so the barges wouldn't be out? Do we want to go to the Odyssey or do we want to check if they're doing chalk art? I mean, we can do both. Let's do both.
Yeah, let's do both. Wherever you want to go first. What is happening in the Odyssey right now?
It is the Figment's Inspiration Station.
That's
And
good.
actually, since I was smart and did a mobile order this morning, so
Very cool. Yeah, if you saw our feature image for this live stream, that was it right there. That's the new Imagination popcorn bucket.
and it does light up, and it's $30 total. It's very nice. It's one of those ones, and again, I don't collect the popcorn buckets all that much, but I saw that I was like, yeah, I can do this one.
Donna is a fan. Yeah, I like that one too. I don't collect popcorn buckets either, but every now and then they make one that that art just fell.
I saw that too.
Every now and then they release a popcorn bucket where I'm like, oh, I am tempted to get that one.
Jasmine Beckett Griffin, who, if you know her name and her art, as soon as you see it. I love this with the D&D and the 20-side dice and everything.
And what are the other name again?
Jasmine Beckett Griffith.
There you go.
Top 10.
All right, so we got grilled pork belly, grilled marinated steak. I'm on board for both of those.
Not a lot of unique drinks, though.
No, yeah, we talked about this briefly when they first released the foodie guide. There's a lot of new beers and wines featured at this year's event, but not really like new cocktails or anything too unique. So
yeah, that is one of the weird things. I mean, you're our resident drinker, so when I was looking at that, I was like,
I'm not sure how I feel about that title.
Well, what is it Doobie used to call you? The resident alcoholic?
Was it VP of alcohol? I think that might have been.
Yes, VP of alcohol. Figment's Brush with the Masters, the map. I've been looking to try to see what the actual gift with the purchase is for that, and they haven't had anything displayed at all.
Interesting.
If you need some Wish merchandise, I found it all.
There's a lot of Star, and a lot of the shops right now, and all the parts. So.
Which was funny because I was actually expecting Star to be the character we learned to draw.
Oh yeah, that would have made sense.
Oh, okay, there we go. So they are. So they're paint your own characters, and it's Mickey, Minnie, and Figment in a picture frame.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, keep up with the art theme.
We got Steven says he's going to graduate in 2 weeks. Congratulations, Steven.
Excuse me, you're supposed to say it correctly, Mac. It's congratulations.
Sure, I'll allow it.
That was actually from Three's Company.
Is that where it was originally from? That can't be right.
The first time I ever saw it was a piece of it's one of their episodes, and I don't remember their names.
Yeah, I don't know.
Chrissy did it. Chrissy, I remember that name.
Hang on. I need you to take a closer look at that Goofy movie piece for me. To the right a little bit.
Thank you.
Oh, very cool. Oh, with Bigfoot in there and everything.
Yeah.
I love it.
And the Leaning Tower of Chisa.
Yeah, that is good. That's a good one.
I do love that. That came out last year.
That's nice. Very cool. Oh, yeah, that one I saw last year, too, the skeletons.
Yeah,
really like that one.
I like that one. That's fun.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest problem. Like I have a hard time spending money on a lot of things, but hey, there's a Stitch next to Elliot, Woody, and everybody. It's $150 for like on canvas. Like okay,
Yeah.
we'll do that. And it'll sit in a box.
Yeah, it's very tempting.
Yeah.
No, Donna liked the Darkwing Duck piece, which I do love. Darkwing Duck.
Yeah. These are fun also.
Oh, those are cool. I like that.
Yeah. Especially the Uncle Scrooge. Like that's fun. And it's Trevor Carlton.
Now we want to keep talking over the music, but who is playing Coldplay right now?
It's that Coldplay. I couldn't even place that. It's just a random performance. It's the guitarist out here.
Okay, cool.
Pretty sure if you hadn't said that, no clue. None. So yeah, there's the centerpiece. And I'll actually show you the wall construction that's very...
Well, real quick, before you move away from that, can I just point something out? One of my favorite things about the decor and this centerpiece in particular, I love the way you have those tubes of paint and the flowers are lined up to look like the paint squeezed out. It's so cool.
Yeah.
So well done.
I also love that the size would be comparable to... Well, I guess it's not. It used to be comparable to what size it was, but they do, change it out, so it's the 2024 series.
Yeah.
Looks like we do have some chalk art going on over here, which is fun.
Okay, very cool. This is one of my favorite parts of the festival, too, because some of the art that they put on the ground over here is just unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. No, and I love, like, the forced perspective ones that they'll put out. Where you stand in a certain spot, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
But again, just like in Mary Poppins, the rain just comes and washes it all away.
Very nice. I'm very curious to see too. Will they use the World Celebration Gardens area? Having said that the Communicore building will be a hub for the festivals, will we see stuff like this over in that area?
I didn't see anything this morning, but again, rain.
Right.
They did kind of relocate a lot of the walk-in art over here, which is nice that some of them are right in the area. But these are all Disney, which is something new. We had the Peter Pan book for a while, which, as I'm not going to say that Wish book may or may not be the Peter Pan book. But they have that.
I feel like I recognize them. Wasn't the Mary Poppins one there before?
No, Mary Poppins is new.
Oh, okay.
And then they have Sleeping Beauty. And just with everything else, it's a line to try to get the photos is always a challenge. So yeah, you just walk in there and take a fun photo. Oh, here's the kids' chalk art, which is always entertaining. I love walking by this area to see what kids do. Kids draw the darndest things.
But also, a lot of this is probably better than what I could draw. So.
Oh, absolutely.
Look at that Goofy straight at your feet there.
I don't think that was a kid. I want to say that may have been.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, there's a castle over there that looks amazing. Yeah. Oh no! When I was walking into the Animation Academy, they're like, "Here, would you like a nope? Nope, nope." Something I have found. Go on.
I have done the one at Animal Kingdom within the last few years, and it was okay. It was not. I have no artistic ability whatsoever, but if you follow the instructions, they do a really good job of making it look like you can draw.
So I enjoy that it says from Figment to Jiminy Cricket. Jiminy Cricket isn't out there anymore, and I don't remember when Figment ever appeared in this. But I have found today that most people don't know what Chock full of characters actually is. And that's not just the regular park guest. I mean, other
No, yeah.
outlets, like I'd talk to them like, oh, they added new characters to the chocolate characters. And like, what's that? The characters around World Shake? I don't know what you're talking about.
I think going by the name Chock full of art, I don't think I would have recognized that either. But if you had just told me, oh, the characters drawn in chalk throughout the park, then yes, I would have known.
So those of you who remember last year, the Odyssey, the Figment Inspiration Station, actually had the pen table that used to be up in the ImageWorks. They don't have that this year, sadly. But they did bring back the wall art with the projections of the original cartoons from DreamWorks, or ImageWorks, not DreamWorks.
Not DreamWorks. That would be weird.
Nothing to do with Figment. And if you do want this popcorn bucket, not this popcorn bucket, but if you do want a popcorn bucket, they do have mobile order. So make sure, yeah. And it was very easy. I went on this morning about 7:30, and I got a time at 11. I know, it is just like the mole here, and you wait, or you stand here for a while like everybody else.
Donna says she is open to taking yours.
Donna, if you come out finally, I won't give you mine, but I would get one. But yeah, this entire area is people trying to understand what the mobile order is for it.
Right.
And it's very simple.
They do have food in the Odyssey, right?
Yes, they have the grape shake again returning with the cute Figment cup, and again freeze-dried Skittles, and they had the Skittles cake.
Right.
And the fun thing is they added in these light, I don't want to call them neon because they're not neon, but light ribbons.
Not that. So that's not just projection. Those are actually lights that are there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's one more addition to this area. And this would be one, like, you and I sneak into the parks on a Tuesday and could just come in here and sit and relax. And
yeah.
This is kind of the stuff from Disney Springs. They have the name works, the spin art, paint your own, type things. This wall I love because
That's awesome.
Yeah, the lighting is on there, which I don't know if it's
really
projection mapping or, I mean, I'm sure that I could stand here and figure it out, but that's the nerdy part. Figment also did return.
There he is.
So one of the original Figments. And then they have the grape smoothie. Oh, no, there's no food in here today. It's just grape smoothie and drinks.
Okay. I was surprised at how much I liked that grape smoothie last year. So
yeah.
I like that.
Okay, let's get out of here.
We're going to continue our lap around World Showcase.
Well, we're going to... Yeah, we're going to head into the neighborhoods to see the stuff out here. Deconstructed Dish has taken over the donut box or whatever you know it as. Yeah.
Usually that's right over by the port of entry to World Showcase.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you and I know exactly where some of these booths are.
When you eat at them enough, you tend to remember. Let's see. I'm waiting to look at the menu. I could just pull up the foodie guide right now.
I'm trying to remember what it was here that I really wanted.
Sorry, that's stitched.
Deconstructed BLT.
Yes, that's a staple there.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
The deconstructed strawberry mint julep. That's the one that I really want to try.
That's interesting. I'm not a mint fan, but that has I like the strawberry too, so that might be something to try. How do you deconstruct a drink?
I know, that's what I'm waiting to see. Also, while we're looking at this, I'd like to point out the Disney Dining Plan logo.
Yeah.
Yes, the Disney Dining Plan is back right now. If you're interested in, free dining with your vacation package, contact our friends at Mouse Friend Travel, MEI Travel. Same thing. They will help you out for not a cent. They help plan it. They will be the ones that will wake up early and do all the legwork for you, and then you just have to come and eat things.
I missed. Have you ever done a vacation, Jeremiah, where you had the dining plan?
I did. I've done the dining plan twice.
Okay.
Once was a long time ago when the dining plan was like back when it was really like, I didn't have to worry about anything. Now, they don't have the tipping included. They don't have a lot of the things.
Yeah.
Holy macanoli.
So I can't remember the name of this shop, but there is they have a permanent location over by the boardwalk.
Yes.
And if you ever go in there, first of all, you feel like you better you better keep your hands in your pockets, don't touch anything because you can't knock a single thing over in that store. But
look, and there's Tinkerbell down there.
That is so cool. Yeah, they have some really amazing stuff in this shop.
Oh, yeah. This is just like I've encouraged people I know that can do that to buy these. So
yeah.
Speaking of Roosevelt's, Anthony has a perfect Fantasia drop.
Yeah, for the longest time, I don't know if I haven't been in this store in a while, but they had a table like that was the Little Mermaid, and it was awesome. I was so tempted by it every time.
Just wait. Let me walk onto this side, and we can talk about the things that we want. Villains, which is a newer piece.
Is that a table? Whoa!
What the? Wow!
Oh man!
Yeah.
That is so cool. Look at that Chernobog.
I know. And on the other side, there's Ursula and Captain Hook, and Ursula has Flotsam and Jetsam with her. I love the Jafar with Abu and the lamb.
Yeah, that's so cool. That is really awesome.
Beauty and the Beast. This one I've seen. I think they had this here last year, and it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, these are just incredible. It makes me nervous seeing them that they're on wheels.
Yeah, that's one that I feel our CEO should have.
Cool.
Okay, let's move away before I touch anything.
Exactly. That's how I feel every time I'm in that shop. I'm like, I got to make sure I am not bumping into anything here.
Oh wait,
that one I've seen before.
Yeah, with the organ.
Yeah.
So, I often say how hot it gets here, and right now the humidity because of the rain is kicking in.
Yeah.
But I was also just in 20-degree weather for days, so
nice to warm up a little bit.
Yeah, I will save my it's hot for at least 3 more days. The one thing I do wish that they would do is expand more of the Festival of the Arts into the different, World Discovery, World Celebration, World Nature. Like World Discovery over here, there isn't anything other than that shop.
Right. And that's the case for all of the festivals, really. You don't see anything over here.
Yeah.
And I am curious to see if that changes once Communicore opens. You still might not see anything over here, but over there, at least, maybe you see some of the festival presence.
I know that there's nothing up in the front of the park, so we don't have to worry about going up there, other than, of course, the entrance display, which I believe we have somewhere on Laughing Place right now.
That's a good question. I don't know if I saw that. You want to stop and get yourself some Beverly while you're here?
So here's one.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. The chalk artist, since they couldn't draw out there, are drawing in here.
That's cool.
And
What is he drawing on right now?
Just the sign. But yeah, he's drawing the Mona Lisa.
That's awesome.
Oh, so the walkways, the much talked about walkway between Spaceship Earth and the seas is officially closed as of now. The walls are up. I know that people were like, they went up, but they didn't go up. No, that area is closed off. And then when we're here in World Celebration, you can walk down this way, but that leads only to the bridge. You can't cut around to Imagination anymore. Because I'm guessing the concrete work for Communicore Plaza is finishing up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to like piece together
Yeah.
the instructions you're laying out here, but so you can't. So if you go over towards World Showcase and then loop back around, you can get over to Imagination and that way.
Yes, but you can't walk down and turn right around Communicore Plaza like has been along that walkway. Yeah, if you go down here
all the way down to World Showcase, pretty much.
Yeah, you have to go down to the promenade shops and then loop back.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, this morning I was trying to find the paint by numbers, and I knew it was somewhere over here. But to get over here, I think I was, near the Odyssey, so I had to come all the way down this way and walk around as opposed to just cutting across.
Yeah. So, okay.
As always, walls are changing.
And we do know Communicore Plaza is set to open this year. That was delayed from being supposed to open last year. So
yes,
but they've obviously made a lot of progress on this building just in the last few weeks, even. So
yeah, no, I got hints this morning that by the time kids are out of school, if it was a normal year, that should be open.
By the time kids get out of school, okay.
Well, I got out of school around, late May, early June, so.
Oh, so not 3 p.m.?
No. Thank you very much. No, so, hopefully we'll be seeing that, in the next few months. Definitely not going to open during this festival, and I guess we may miss part of Flower and Garden, but.
Well, my guess is then that they wouldn't open it until Food and Wine to start it off with that festival. If, again, depending on how much they want to use it for the festivals.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
And really, at this point, festivals are all year round, so.
Right.
We did not go into the shop to look at the merchandise. I know we have an article about that. That was one of the first things we got up. There's some very cute merchandise here, including a Figment plush of him sticking his head through the frame. There's a Pandora charm, which I was actually quite surprised at because I can't remember. I mean, again, I'm not a big Pandora person, but I can't remember the last time a festival had a dated charm.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay, so we're going to walk around. We can definitely head back to American Adventure. It looks like my phone isn't about to rebel against me. But I do want to be cool like everybody else and do this. Again, things that are difficult to do.
Waiting to see what Jeremiah thinks is going to make him cool, because it's going to take a lot.
Thanks, Mac. Love you. Okay. See, that makes me cool.
All right.
Look at that.
It's pretty cool. That is
Yeah.
pretty cool. I think the act of doing that is cool. I don't know how cool it makes you.
Yeah, no, nothing can make me cool.
Real quick, just wanted to share here is an image of some of the merchandise that you can see over there in Creation Shop. And again, you can read a full article on laughingplace.com and see a whole lot more of that merchandise.
Yeah, in the past few years, I feel the merchandise has shrunk in quantity, but has grown in quality. This year, there's some fun stuff.
I think it's a fair assessment.
Yeah,
It does feel like the collections are a little bit smaller, but yeah, there has been some good stuff. The Festival of the Holidays merch I really liked. I love that Spirit jersey design and all of that. So we'll see. I have to take a look at the Festival of the Arts merch.
yeah. So here we're coming up to the expression section, where it is the Disney encourages guests to paint their own artwork for them. So this opened at 11 o'clock today, and we were some of the first people over here to do it. And when you complete it, you get what you're going to be looking at, which is
Very
this
cool.
is what it'll look like when it's complete.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah, and they have 4 different designs that they'll be changing out as they fill, and we'll walk up and take a look at the 4 different designs. So you come over here, get your paint and your brush. They give you on the paint, they give you the number of what you're painting. You go up there, you paint 4 or 5 different squares, and that's what the 4 different pieces will look like.
Oh, I like the. I almost said the Spaceship Earth one, but I feel like Spaceship Earth is probably in like 3 of them. The third one from the top, I think,
Yeah.
is really cool.
The World Showcase, and including
Yeah.
like they have the balloons, they have the Star Blaster from Guardians Breakout or Rewind. Darn it, I was so close. So this is what I was talking about earlier. See? No more walkway.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you really do have to go all the way out to World Showcase.
Yeah.
Jeez. Now that bathroom over there is blocked off then, right?
No, the bathroom is open.
Okay,
The walls they go around the bathroom.
I see. Okay.
But since the Disney 100 celebration has officially ended, they took down the 100-year mural that they created,
Yeah.
and we missed it. I missed calling it out. The Mickey in the center is gone.
Oh yeah. Wow, that was there as of Sunday. So
Yep.
that came down very recently.
Yeah, they do not waste any time when they got a festival coming.
Yeah, I did see just this morning actually that the holiday decorations have been taken down from Disney Springs now, so that probably means you're not going to see any holiday decorations anywhere in Walt Disney World anymore.
Yeah, Disney Springs is usually one of the last ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're walking down the Rose Walk, which hasn't been a Rose Walk. I don't remember the last time.
I did not know this was called the Rose Walk. So
Yeah.
that is
Because there used to be a rose garden on the other side of this wall.
yeah, there you go.
One of my
Is
favorite
this Pop
booths.
Eats over here?
It is.
Yeah, Pop Eats is where I'm with you on that one. Jess especially loves Pop Eats. That grilled cheese and tomato soup is her go-to here.
I can remember the first year when they had the cans for the tomato soup. I love that they're calling out now just tomato soup, with grilled cheese, not the other way around. But the tomato soup with pimento cheese, bacon, fried green tomato, grilled cheese. Yum.
Yes, that is the one, the fried green tomato grilled cheese.
And as you can tell, this is definitely a fan favorite location.
Yes, always a popular one. Well, this was also, they had one of the, what was it, the Figment popcorn bucket last year, right?
No, that was the first year. This is where the first year it was, because the line started here and went all the way around. Last year was mobile order in the World Showplace Pavilion.
Right. Okay.
So these booths up here are the Thomas Kincaid Studios. They actually have 3, but we are going to circle back because I haven't seen the booths that are over this way.
Yes.
And I did see, and this could be a reason why you decide to come today. There is a nice Moon Knight piece of art, but it's Moon Knight, the TV show.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. It was one of those ones that I looked at and I was just like, oh, that's nice. And both Benji and I just kind of stared at it for a second.
Deco Delights. We've got it. Oh, I did see this in the foodie guide, the dessert trio. That is right up my alley. I will be trying that at some point.
That Chernobog right there. Yes, please.
They got Haunted Mansion piece down there too.
Yeah. The Robin Hood and Maid Marian. This is the Disney Fine Arts, which is just, Disney artists. They have a lot of the pastels this year, which is interesting.
Yeah, I like it.
And, check your guide, check the guide that we will put out, because a lot of the artists are here, and you can get your art signed from them. I didn't see this piece earlier, the Steamboat Willie.
That is very nice.
And then the Brett Iwan collection, which I saw earlier, and I was like, Shenandoah. Why is... Oh, that's right. Because he did this for the national parks.
Okay.
This collection right here, I want a postcard of all of this. It's the different castles.
Yeah, I like that. That is cool.
And then up here, you have the different pavilions, but they only have the 3.
That's interesting. I wonder if they'll cycle through them.
I hope so.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, and
this is becoming a problem, Jeremiah. I'm becoming very tempted, and I'm not even seeing this stuff in person.
And I will say, $150 each for canvas.
On canvas, yeah.
Eric Tan is amazing, and these are all $150 each. Which, thankfully, I'm not gonna. The mansion, maybe.
While you have a little bit of a walk to the next booth, I will point out 2 of my favorites from years past here at the Festival of the Arts, as far as food and drink goes. The warm, creamy brie in a house-made bread bowl over in France. That is incredible. If you like bread and cheese, which would just make you a human being, I highly recommend that. And then there is the red wine braised beef, which is at Pastoral Palette. I'm not sure where that booth is.
I think it's in the back.
Yeah, usually that's in the back of the park. So they have that red wine braised beef, short rib. Incredible. Probably my favorite food item from any festival. So, like I said, some really good food here.
Here's the Pandora charm, which I was very impressed with this. This is, again, Pandora, not even 5 steps away from me is where I fall with Pandora and my love or not love of it. But that's pretty cool.
We got this whole thing, we walk around.
So yeah, as you can tell, it is a popular day, and it started out a little cold, a little rainy, and then it's supposed to get up to 80, and then when the sun goes down, it's supposed to drop pretty hard.
Yeah, that sounds about right for this time of year. Currently, the 18s right now, but we are looking at low 60s tonight. So,
yeah. Thomas Kincaid, of course, this studio always has beautiful pieces. I have a friend who has a pretty bad addiction, and I'm sure that if she was watching this from California, she'd be like, "Oh, how much is that?" Yeah, that's $4,000.
Wow. Yeah, I think we have at least 2 Thomas Kincaid pieces in our house right now. Maybe 3. I think it's just 2 though. I'd have to double check. Yeah, I love his work.
Yeah, I thankfully have missed this. Here's some more of the Star Wars pieces. Can't really get in there too deep. This I love this one.
Yeah. Mackenzie wants to know: are you going to be watching the Disney on Broadway concert series?
Of course I am. I love that. That is one of those. Like I always joked when I moved out here, I wanted to, come and see Illuminations every night. But the Broadway series is one of those ones I always want to come to. And here's Taylor wearing the Steamboat Mickey shirt from Roosevelt.
Nice. I love that San Francisco trolley piece there. Reminds me of my favorite Mickey short. So it's a good one. Alexa. Oh.
Nope.
Are you good?
I'm good. Are you good?
Yeah, I just lost you there for a second. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Alexa says, I promise she is not watching.
Yeah. That person knows exactly who I'm talking about. And
so since you were gone, Jeremiah, I think all the scaffolding around the Canada Pavilion has been taken down.
Yeah, there's just a little bit left on this side.
Yeah.
And then over Le Cellier, it's still up. I'm walking over here because this is one of my favorite chock full of characters, and we won't be able to see it. There's no way to see it, and zooming in isn't a thing. So
yes, I will pull up our picture of it. Don't worry.
Yes, Coda is right there. And at one point, there was Coda and Kenai. They also had Rut and Took at some point over the years, but now it's just
which
Coda.
I'm very curious if Tony has seen this chock full of art this year yet, because there are a lot of characters that he loves. So I'm sure he'll be very happy with the results.
Pulling back the curtain, I asked if Tony was on this morning because when I was sending in the photos, not that I don't have faith in our team of knowing characters, but they're definitely I looked at these certain characters and went, this is Tony's wheelhouse right here. This is
absolutely, because I'm looking at the images right now and I cannot identify some of these characters. So
yeah. Raffi is currently performing in Canada. Not that Raffi. Sorry. And now we are swimming upstream. Up here to the left is actually Rob Katz's booth. And I walked back here probably about 9:30 or so. And there was a gathering of people waiting for his booth to open at 11. So,
wow.
Hey, you know what? Let's take a look at some of the merch really quick while it is right in front of me.
I thought you were going to say, let's take a look at the restrooms. I was going to say, Jeremiah, I don't recommend taking a camera in there.
No. So the Spirit jersey, the TV, or the T-shirt, the mug, the keychain, and this is more of like a pencil holder, or you can use it as a mug. There's no handle. Corksicle, and of course. The Munchling. This year's poster, I've said every year I wanted to buy the poster, but this one, Maria always does an amazing job. And there are pins and ornaments and hats. Oh my!
Oh, I like the hat. It's pretty nice.
And then over here, if you want some chai,
Interesting. Okay.
I
chai
love.
tea?
I wasn't gonna say it. I love this annual pass holder shirt. Like,
Yeah, that is cool.
I wish that it wasn't the tie dye.
Oh, you're not
Just
a tie dye
because,
fan?
no, I mean,
Jeremiah, why do I feel like I could picture you wearing tie dye in your youth?
I never did. Thankfully, I don't want to say there are many things. I was very basic when I was a kid as far as my um, clothing goes, but no tie dye, thankfully. Not even like when it was the cool thing to do.
Real quick, I do have that image for you here.
Yeah. So here's Rob's booth with some of the most amazing art.
Oh, there really is a Fantasia focus this year, huh? There's another piece.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
that's
the
Phantasmic,
animal map.
and I want to say that that's from 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
Phantasmic. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Big Thunder, Maelstrom. You know, Rob's art is always some of the best, and the stuff that I always want to just get on my. Oh wait, I don't mean to actually talk for the man.
No, I'm just listening. Thank you for that compliment.
Oh no, there's so many things. Like every year, I just come in. I'm like, I need. But
I'm trying to, but I'm already thinking of next year.
oh, do some of the international park maps. There we go. Okay, you heard it from me.
You just commission pieces?
I know. Just, hey, do these. You'll understand. And if they did international parks, I would kick myself because I have not bought any of his local stuff. And by local, I mean.
I don't mean to completely pull us out of Epcot, but I will say Roosevelt's just dropped some Disney polos just now.
Yes.
So, some Disney golf polos. I'm sure we'll have those up on Laughing Place so you can check them out.
Yeah, Rob has done Animal Kingdom, Disney Hollywood Studios, and Magic Kingdom. He hasn't done Epcot because I think since he's been doing these, Epcot has been, as Walt put it, in a continual state of change.
As most of the parks are.
Yeah. No, I saw the tees for the polos, and thankfully, unlike you, I am not a big polo person.
I have changed gears, and I do go with the button downs more often now, but I do love their polos as well.
Oh, and while we're praising, which isn't too hard for us, Roosevelt, the performance hoodies, like when the first ones came out last year, where they're just kind of weird colors, I had one, and I was like, "Oh, this is really nice. I enjoy it." And then they put out the Disney 100 ones, no, the Pixar ones, and I lived in those over the past few days. And by lived, I meant that was like my 4th layer of my 12 layers.
Right,
but
right, of course, that cold weather over in Disneyland Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah, I may or may not be wearing one right now, so I totally understand. On the same page. You're going to want to check out some of these polos. They are really good. Anyway, back to Epcot.
Yeah. There's the Peter Pan looking in the window. Oddly, they don't have the Robin Hood piece, which has been a staple since it started. And I did walk into the maze because last year they had the brush dog from Alice in Wonderland randomly in the maze. And I wish somebody was there filming me this morning as I strolled through the maze aimlessly. They do not.
Now, here's the one that I was most excited about seeing the photo clips of these today.
Yeah, you'll have to bring up those photos.
Yeah, I'll have to pull up because we have a zoom in there. You can see a little bit better. But yeah, this was one of my favorite Disney movies growing up, and you do not see them in the parks at all. So I will work on this. Yeah,
the Great Mouse Detective. I wanted to call it Basil Baker Street because that's what I always know it as. And Ratigan, like those, I just kind of turned the corner and looked up. I was like, no, that can't be. Yep.
Yeah.
Here's another one of the brush with the masters of Figment. Cool. This one we went looking for because Alex was doing it, so we were trying to get all of them. And we went into every store and looked, and then got to the point where like, okay, where is it? It's missing. So we both did a sweep of the stores, and as he came out, he's like, oh, there it is. Yeah, here's something that I don't know where on my radar this has not fallen, but the tea caddy has a new color scheme and the thatching is like different. I'm guessing that was part of all of the scaffolding that was up recently, but in my head I was like, wow, that color scheme's odd.
There is Alice.
Yes,
and here we go. I have the images for you. A better look at the Great Mouse Detective characters in there, and they're chasing Radigan. So cool. I love it. That's pretty high up there too. It must have been a challenge for all that.
Yeah. No, that was definitely one of the, like, because usually back there they've had Robin Hood and Prince John and I don't want to say Zippy, but I think it's Zippy, the little bunny. This again is when Tony should be watching and chiming in. So I walked back looking for it, and then I just kind of turned the corner, like, oh, that and the Miko and Flit were the two that like really stood out to me as, oh, look, they're going for some deeper cuts.
Yeah.
But then we walk into France, and where they used to have the Aristocats and Lumiere and quite a few different characters, they only have Remy and Emile, and then the ones we'll walk down and look at, which I think may have been there last year. I just can't remember. And that was,
so.
yeah, I don't. And I'd say refer to my pictures from last year, but that's why it's in my head of they were there. I just didn't get a picture of them. But I also would like to give a shout out to anybody that's out at Disneyland for the half marathon out there.
Oh, right.
Good luck to you. And some of the people are doing the coast to coast or castle to castle, which is pretty impressive.
That's a long run.
No, Mac, you don't have to, because then it's really weird. Because then you have to go do the Castaway 5K. So that's it.
Well, Forrest Gump did it, so.
Yeah. I will tell you from experience, yes, this pavilion is very authentic.
As someone who was just there.
Literally yesterday. Yeah. So here are the geese, including the drunk goose. Yeah, this was the one I was like, okay, I need Tony.
That's the gray goose, right?
Yes. I wonder if that's, no, it's definitely not where it came from, but that would be funny. Okay, I'm trying to remember. Remy and Emile are deeper in, back by Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, so we're not going to walk all the way back there because we're all.
If that brie in a bread bowl sounded good, to Jeremiah's right there, that booth we were just looking at, that's where you would get that. Right there.
I will come over for the pictures, please.
Yeah, there it is. That top left. Oh, Jeremiah, could you pick one up and deliver?
Yeah. I always love.
No, we can't put that on the dining plan.
No. Yeah, I feel like that is almost one of those ones, the brie, like you just need to let it cool and just cut it in half and eat it that way.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
So here we're heading into the interesting layout of these booths up here. And by interesting, I mean very confusing. And this is, I think this is the third year that they've had this, where it's just 3 of the Disney Fine Arts booths just kind of stacked on top of each other. So
not literally, that would make things very difficult. But
no, they got rid of that concept. Remember?
Ladders involved. It was a mess.
and the Encanto Cocina. Oh, so speaking of great mouse detective, this is one of those ones that I love, but for me it doesn't seem to work, and I'll show you in a second because there's plenty of art in here.
I see a Mandalorian piece that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, Pocahontas, and a lot of these are like originals or not originals, but you know, early on they have the one of a kinds in the American Adventure shop, but yeah, I love that piece. This villain's piece, I will be getting that print. And the fact that they have King Candy in here.
Oh yeah.
So you're familiar with these, right?
Yeah.
So think about Great Mouse Detective. What would be the letter you would have chosen?
I mean, it could be G. I feel like you could get away with M.
Yeah, but G just seems weird to me.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
but then you have the Mary Poppins piece.
There you go. That makes more sense. Ooh, I like that.
I'm sorry, Mac. More, I'm sorry, Jess.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. That's not one that's pushing me to buy just yet. I'm sure there will be some Marvel pieces though that, really push the envelope there. Oh, another Disney movie one. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's Jared's with Lester's in the corner, which Jared, an amazing artist. We reference him, I think, more than any other artist. He was putting out teasers for it, and the piece that he was teasing was literally the. Speaking of Jared, was Lester's Possum Park, and I was like, "Are you doing a full piece for Lester's Possum Park?" And I was like, "Oh no, it's a mix." Yeah. So Jared is an amazing artist. Everything he puts out is just great. So I'm going to go right. And this is where the artists all sign in.
Have you seen the Anastasia piece yet, by any chance?
That's coming up.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll talk more about that when we do come across it. I was going to say too, one thing I haven't seen here yet, and I'm a little bit surprised. Nobody's done any Once Upon a Studio inspired pieces.
I think that a lot of these take quite a while to produce
before the short, yeah,
and the legalese for all of that.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So that booth, great, love it. But then there's this booth that's back in the back.
Oh yeah, look at that. Kind of tucked away back there.
Yeah, and this has some great pieces, which I feel like, just like with the park maps, are going to be something that I need to buy them now. Because it's...
Hey, nice shirt. Oh, these are cool. I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are really cool.
So now we're walking around the booth that we were in just a second ago to the booth that's across the walkway.
That is cool.
This is the one that I keep looking at, and I love it, but it's because it's the paper art. I just don't feel like it translates that well unless it's the actual paper art.
Yeah. It is cool, though. I like that a lot.
Yeah. And I'm trying to remember where I saw the Moon Knight piece, but I think it's challenging to remember things around here.
Well, especially since they're all just in, brown tents. They're not really anything descriptive about the booths themselves.
These pieces.
They're really cool. What is that, the one beneath them? I really like the colors
Small
of that.
World.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, these started coming out last year, and I know that there's some still on display in here. The pieces that I will probably be buying the prints of at some point, but they have sold out apparently of some of them. Oh no, they have them down there, so I'll be coming back for those.
Nice.
Yeah, Treasure Planet, and then this one. But then there's also Gummy Bears.
Oh, wow.
Kingdom Hearts.
Different. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, that wallet piece is nice.
Yeah, that's going to be a Tony piece, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, the artists are here, and they have no problem signing their artwork. This was on display in there, but seems to have disappeared.
Yeah, I can see that being popular.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move along. This could be one of our longest walk-in talks.
Epcot festivals tend to be pretty long.
Yeah.
There's a lot of walking. There's a lot of talking.
Yeah. And a lot of artwork. Morocco, which I want to say has had more than just one chock full of character, just has the Abu, which has been in the exact same spot for as long as I can remember. I did have a friend point something out to me. Let me see if I can find it over here.
Some of the live music going over in Morocco. Are you looking for the Abu up top?
No, he's back in the back. I'm looking for one of the fun artwork that they have. Let me pan around. So, oh, here it is. So this is just, artwork representing things from Morocco. But when did Danny DeVito start getting acupuncture?
Nice.
Let that burn into your head, people. That was thanks to Mr. Brian Crosby of Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, also an amazing artist. Did you end up getting his Moon Knight piece?
No. When?
As far as I know, it's only out in Disneyland. Speaking of people that should be working and doing something. Excuse me, sir. Are you enjoying your day here at the Festival of the Arts?
It's busy. Very busy here today.
It was. Have you bought anything? No.
Except, well, I bought food. I bought something from the Germany.
Did you get the sign?
I got the braised meat.
Matt, can you even hear him?
I can, yeah, just barely hear it.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'll see you later on. You mean this piece?
Yeah, there it is.
There's actually two Anastasia pieces, which is just...
Is it the same artist?
No.
Interesting. Okay, so we actually wrote about this on Laughing Place a few weeks ago. Artist Dylan Bonner, I believe is his name. Yep, there we go. Dylan Bonner has this Anastasia piece for sale. It marks the first time Anastasia is as a Disney princess in a Disney park. So,
And look.
another one.
Yep.
And oh yeah, that looks like it's definitely a different artist.
Yeah, it's Susanna.
There you go. Yeah, a couple of Anastasia pieces. I mean, the first time this character is in the Disney park. So when somebody says Anastasia is their favorite Disney movie, they're not wrong.
Yeah, anymore.
Not anymore. They used to be. They used to be wrong. Now not anymore.
Yeah.
I think my favorite Disney movie is probably Alien.
I'm a diehard Rocky Horror Picture Show fan.
It's been years and it's still weird.
You need to go to LA. We'll go to Santa Monica, see it live. Yeah,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
Star Wars
the
stuff here.
Acme booth, but it's not branded as the Acme booth, so it's strange because this is always where I end up like getting something.
Usually where you get an anvil dropped on you, but
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, these pieces are just beautiful.
yeah.
We
Now,
actually know
have
the
you run into our
assistant.
friend?
No, I know. That's what I was looking for this morning.
Yeah.
No, but just
Yeah, some really, really awesome pieces in here.
yeah. So we're gonna walk back up to American Adventure, and then we're gonna go into the gallery because they have the one-of-a-kind pieces of a lot of these original pieces of art, and you can see like the closer detail. Some of them are, they added. I don't want to say jewels, but they added, little flourishes to them. And there's even a lenticular one. It's crazy, like how an artist can take their original piece of art, transform it into something completely different to make it a one of a kind piece when it should always be a one of a kind piece. But yeah, if you couldn't hear Mac, his statement was, "It's busy. It's very busy."
I've been able to hear myself pretty well, but Luke did say it is busy there. Yeah.
Shut up. Just shut up, okay?
It's been a long few days. Oh, and we dropped Jeremiah out. I'm sure he'll be back in just a second here, so let's just hang out. Hopefully his phone did not die, because that would be a problem. That would make things a little bit difficult. Well, anyway, we have been enjoying the EPCOT International Festival. I will put up some of the images once again as we wait for Jeremiah to return, that we've seen. So we've been looking at the chock full of art pieces around World Showcase. We've got the Great Mouse Detective over in the UK. So there's Radigan. We've got Basil in there. And then we saw Coda over in Canada. And then we also took a look at some of the merchandise. You can see a full photo post on laughingplace.com, checking out some of the merchandise over in the creation shop. We also have a photo post for the chock full of art characters. Again, there is Coda. And this is what we're dealing with right now. It's just Jeremiah falling on his face, I guess. Just, I don't know if he's going to be returning. Not sure. But so anyway, I guess we'll wrap things up here. I'll give him another minute as I try and stall for him. But so again, thank you everyone for joining us for a walk and talk around the EPCOT International Festival of the Arts. Let me take a look too at what else we have going on today. Jeremiah will be at EPCOT for the rest of the day, so you'll have more content coming from the Festival of the Arts on laughingplace.com. You can check that all out there. Let's see, what else do we have going on? What's today? Friday? Again, you can check out some of the coverage from Festival of the Arts already. There will be more to come. Today we have nothing else. I guess we've got Jeremiah out next week at Disney's Hollywood Studios, so we'll be out there to see what's going on in a different park. But today, again, more coverage coming from the EPCOT International Festival of the Arts, which just kicked off today. Let's see, how long does the Festival of the Arts go? It is one of the shorter festivals. So it does only go into February. I'm trying to pull up the dates here for you, but again, kicked off today, goes to near the end of February, and then not long after that, we'll be jumping right into Flower and Garden. February 19th is the last day for the EPCOT International Festival of the Arts. So if you're heading out to Walt Disney World anytime soon, you can check that out. let me get rid of the image of Jeremiah surfing or trying to surf, and we'll end with the image of the Festival of the Arts merchandise here. So thanks again, everyone, for joining us. Hope you enjoyed this live walk and talk and all of the technical difficulties at the finale here. But we will see you all real soon. Bye, everyone.